Hi, Soul Family. How are you? Long time no see. Well, we're going to go outside, but the song inside is leading us to what we're discussing today. The song is I Don't Want No Scrub. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy who hangs out as the passenger side of his best friend ride, trying to holler at me. Not interested, right? All right. So what we're going to do, I got some things I want to talk to you about. I thought I would have this thing set up like this. You can look at whatever it is that you want to look at. That's kind of cool. My body is in major jet lag mode. It's just not recovered in any way, shape, or form. And yet we all have to work. We all have to do our stuff. And I've been offline with you guys for quite a while, and so it was time. I had a dental appointment that got canceled today for the second time. Funny how if you're late, they charge you, right? They charge you if you don't give them notice, but they can call you like an hour before and say, oh, sorry, we made a mistake, and you can't charge them. How about that? Okay, so what we're going to discuss today, not everything, but what we have to talk about actually is jealousy, which is a wasted emotion as far as I'm concerned. I want to see if I can put this on the back of my computer. Gosh, I do look so tired. Because I am. It's all you can do. What can you do when you're exhausted, right? I like this. I now do work I love, and I'm well paid for it. I am appreciated and well compensated wherever I work. Put this down. His best friends ride, trying to holler at me. Want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Gosh, I'm just looking at myself and looking at the absolute exhaustion. This is what absolute, complete and total exhaustion looks like. So I'd rather have you not look at me. I'm a little self-conscious at this moment. So, we are in eclipse season. We have also the new moon going on, but we've got some energy, as I said, that's quite emotional, and there seems to be jealousy. It's interesting why jealousy comes up, but it's been shown to me in several different ways, and I'm going to actually share with you. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to give you your items to think about choosing from, okay? I got this block when I was at my best friend's shop in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. She has an antique store. And I picked it up. And it was interesting because my spiritual twin was very quiet this trip back home. Normally he's very, very vocal. How interesting. He dropped an R. I just heard you dropped an R. And there was a lot of other energy that was very strong around me. Male energy and other toxic energy that I needed to deal with and release, and I did. The last time I was back, if you guys recall, there was major drama. It was the worst trip I'd ever had. And it ended up in me ending a relationship with somebody that I knew, a friendship. It was extremely toxic. And I ended it. And for 2 years, it was just silence. It was great. Well, it wasn't silence because they kept trying to contact me. And after 2 years of this person continually coming to me and telling me that they had gone through rehab or they had, they were sober now and they'd gone to jail and they weren't the same person and please forgive me and on it went. My heart opened back up. I mean, I wasn't actually angry after I walked away. I released it, right? But the toxic energy wasn't around me, and yet it happened this trip again. And it's interesting. I guess sometimes you just don't get the lesson the first time, or the second time, or the third time. And it was the eclipse season is all about wrapping up ties, karmic ties, learning karmic lessons. It's about complete changing, complete shifts of jobs, friendships, overhauls. A total eclipse of the heart. right? That's what it is. It's literally what it is. And so it ended again this time, and this time I ended it. I was done. As soon as it started, I stopped it, and it's interesting because with narcissistic people, they don't like when they can't control a situation, and when they can't control a situation, meaning they can't get a reaction from you, they're happy if you fight with them because that's still a reaction. But if they don't get a reaction, they lose their mind. They can't deal, and so the best thing to do. I mean, you don't want to have major drama. That's what I was trying to release, was the freaking drama that was just constant with this person. And so I blocked every communication possible in every way. And yet I still had to be in that little tiny town, staying in the same close vicinity for the last few days, and it was taxing. So my body is just shot to hell. So that's okay. I'm home and I've released it and it's done. And we don't want to fight. That's the message. But we want, definitely comes a time when Spirit says you need to stand and speak your truth, and enough is enough. And so I'm at this, my antique store, my friend's antique store, and I was wondering, my spiritual twin was very quiet. He's normally notice I turned this around when I said that. Normally he's quite vocal. He shows himself. But I had so much else that I had to focus upon and release, and I'm saying all of this because there are many of us that are going through this right now. Listen to your order of things. I'm very connected to my spiritual twin. Clearly, I love him. He's got his own issues. I've got my own issues to deal with, and yet he's quiet at this time. Why did I say? And why did what was I doing? Because a twin is a mirror, right? So my mind was focused on dealing with and releasing and removing this other toxic energy. Also, I had beautiful things happen this trip. Absolutely incredible. I was with my soul family that I love very, very much. We had a fantastic time. That person didn't destroy my trip in any way whatsoever. It was an amazing trip. So that I'm focusing my gratitude on. It was wonderful. It was as though everything I asked for, I got. And I kept saying to my Uncle Phil, what do you want? What do you want? Because if I ask for it, we're going to get it. And I did. I mean, I would just say something and it would happen. I was manifesting like crazy. I wanted certain things to take place. I wanted to wrap up certain things. I wanted to connect with certain people and have it be good and then leave it at that, right? It was good. So as I was in the antique shop, I was thinking, I had just gone through kind of something toxic, and I said, where are you? Where are you at? I could use a shot in the arm right now, right? Because we feed each other positive energy. And I looked over at this block, and I read the block. It was interesting. And it said, our initials are J and S. You two, wolves. It's interesting. You two. J and S, you two. One's a wolf, one's a fox. Actually, both are wolves and both are foxes. And they're all on this cube. It's my eye just went to it. So my twin showed up in this block. So I like this. My twin showed up in this block. Perfect. I was given information about that. Okay. My twin showed up in this block. Interesting. Okay. So there's a child's block that you can play with. Right? So there you go. There's one. I got something else that was, when I was a little girl, my grandmother always wanted to play Scrabble. She loved it. She was very intelligent. She was a wordsmith. She read all the time. Voracious readers, my entire family. And we got to climb up here because I saw this also at, why do I try and climb a rolling chair? Okay, I'm a climber. My girlfriend's shop. I looked up and I saw these Scrabble sets. Now, I lost a lot of stuff on the way home. I lost negative stuff and I lost some things I like. I hope I can find them. My photographer, my friend is a photographer. He took a picture of this. Sturgeon Bay. This said sturgeon. I've lost the G and I've lost the U. UG. Eugene. Interesting. This said bay, so I lost the A and the Y. I think I've misplaced them. But Sturgeon Bay, Door County, isn't that adorable? So there's a Scrabble. That's another thing you can choose from. If that means anything to anyone else. If anybody else played Scrabble with their grandma. Oh, I just found out grandma is Batman. Okay, I'm getting a lot of weird messages. That's how it happens for me. So Scrabble, this, and I was gifted a beautiful, I have another friend in Sturgeon Bay. Her name is Irene. She owns a little secondhand clothing store I go to. I love it. And she gave me this. It's amethyst wrapped in ribbon. So there's that. My face is still frozen, if anybody wondered. All of this, still frozen, still hard to talk. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We want one more. We want one more. Oh, I know what we'll get. Okay. Stay. We've got a little pair of quail. So the quail pair, the block. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to get frustrated. I'm going to just relax and recognize that we are smack dab in the middle of fucking Mercury retrograde, and it is going nuts off the hook. Canceled appointments, people attacking you, miscommunication, things dropping. So we need to slow down, relax, and take a breath, which is what I'm going to do right now. So right now, as you focus upon what it is that you want to choose as your item, right? You've got the child's block, the amethyst, the Scrabble pieces, and the quail couple. And there's reasons for why you would choose what you're choosing. Let me give you a hit on, first of all, why you would choose quail totem. Quail is all about family to me. It's about dreams as well. So dreams are manifesting extremely quickly right now. So trust your instincts and act accordingly. My dreams, I've had really awesome, detailed, amazing dreams, which I can't remember when I wake up because my body and physicality and mind is just so tired. So quail coming forward, which is definitely item that I'm going to choose from, is talking about nourishing your body as well as your soul. So this is about practicing self-love, which is extremely important for us. They're also telling you to keep your eyes peeled, keep a sharp eye. There's something on the horizon, and it's going to require your quick action, quick attention. Things are going to move quickly. That's what happens when you see quail. When I was in Sedona the last time, I kept hearing this bird. It was so loud, and it spoke all through the night. And I finally found it, and it was a quail. So quail is also telling you that there's an upcoming event. It's going to prove life-changing in positive ways. So if you chose this item, and even if just for your information, explosive action is what happens when a quail comes forward. And it's similar to the cheetah. A cheetah, I've said this before, I'm good at this. I won the 50-yard dash when I was in school because I can go really fast for a short distance, right? So that's what this is requiring right now. And in order for you to accomplish whatever goal this is that you are trying to accomplish. So like the cheetah, you're going to have to move now, before the opportunity has disappeared or before danger has overtaken you. So danger in many different ways. Danger could come up in many different ways. It doesn't have to be someone's out to shoot you. It could literally be danger as in losing your confidence. You're in danger of whatever it is, right? So it's reminding you also, again, remember, nourish your body. Your body's freaking exhausted. Take care of your body. Baby yourself. Spirit knows if you need finances to come in. Spirit knows everything we need. Today, I was too tired to do the dental appointment. I really was. I was going to meet my girlfriend, and I thought, I'm just exhausted. And right then, the dentist called and canceled my appointment. So you could get frustrated, and I could get frustrated because Mercury is throwing everything into havoc, because it really is. But there's reasons it's happening. So look at it that way. Look at the positives of what, if you didn't do that, what happened instead? Well, I get to stay home and relax. I don't have to rush. I'm not in the place to rush right now. So taking care of yourself right now, if you've chosen quail, is priority. Priority. Give to yourself. It's as important as giving to anyone and everyone else, which is what you may have been dealing with and doing. My Uncle Phil, he needs to sleep because we went 24/7 while I was there. We crammed every possible thing we could into every day. So protect yourself right now and keep yourself kind of low for the next few days, because there could be emotional upheaval or drama surrounding you or coming into your life, or maybe like you, like myself, I've just had that. And now it's like the downtime to disengage and just allow that toxicity to be released, right? And ignore the turbulence. I'm over it. I'm done with it. I don't want it. It's gone, right? It's got nothing to do with me. And getting involved is going to create chaos. So if this is happening around you, lay low. It's not your drama, right? Not your monkey, not your war. Stay away. So if you are a quail person, similar to the bat, you are very aware of all surroundings. I just spoke of Batman, didn't I? Batwoman, possibly. Quail people are the first to notice whatever danger is there, or whatever you might get caught in, a net that you could get caught in. Quail is very noticeable. They notice all these details. They know how to respond quickly, and they know how to camouflage themselves if they have to. So right now, that's what you're being kind of asked to do. Stay in a low profile situation. These are people that like to socialize, and they do well with group settings, group projects. They love to give and nourish. That's why whenever I see quail, I think of family. They've always got their little families together, caring for one another. They're very romantic at heart, and they do make efforts to show the ones in their life that they matter to them. The song right now is Sugar playing in the background. Sugar. Yes, please. Come and put your love on me. I'm right here. I need little love and little sympathy. Right? Someone's needing this love. Sugar. I'm feeling low. I'm feeling I could use some loving in my life right now, babe. That's what's going on right now. So that popped up right when I was talking about how they love one another and how they make the effort to show this. They have so much love within them. I want that sugar sweet. Don't let nobody touch you unless that somebody's me. I gotta be a man. There ain't no other way. 'Cause girl, you're hotter than a Southern California day. I don't want to play no games. I don't want to be afraid. Don't just shush. No makeup on, you're my sugar. Yes, please. Put that love on me. All right. I definitely have chosen to check this out. That little quail has come to roost right on top of the wolf. And that little quail is me. S. See? Whenever I rhyme, it's my higher self speaking. Show me good lovin'. All right. So, with that love in the background to start, which is nice, I'm going to have to skip back to talk about what popped up this morning. And we're speaking about jealousy. And get over the jealousy. Because we're all here to ascend to a higher level in our life, right? Jealousy is a wasted emotion. If they had human ego and imperfection, would we then hear the stars in the sky worrying about who's shining the brightest? Instead of basking in the glow of each other's light to become a galaxy of light? There's a very thin line between jealousy and admiration. Clearly, jealousy comes from ego, insecurity. Admiration comes from respect. There is even this that exists between lovers. Think about it, logically. There's truly only one of each of us, and each of us are unique in our own ways. Therefore, we've got no competition. You are the most attractive when you are happy being just you. You are the most attractive when you are happy being just you. You are the most attractive when you are happy being just you. You are the most attractive when you are happy being just you. You are the peaceful Buddha. We are peaceful Buddhas. We carry a big stick and we know how to use it. But we don't want to fight. We don't want to come from a place of ego. There is nothing too wonderful for you. There is no one who deserves anything more than you. If someone loves you, but not another, this does not diminish your self-worth. If it feels that way, it's you who needs to do the inner work to realize that person is not good for you. If they were, they would have been with you. It's not that you lack anything in any way. It's that you're not a vibrational match. Now, if you wish to change your vibrational match, you can. If you want a more positive vibrational energy, then what do you need to do? You need to become the person you wish to be with or around. Positive, happy, generous, loving, compassionate, understanding. And then you will draw to you ones vibrating on that level. It's all about lessons, right? Sometimes we stay too long, we linger too long in a situation that's done, that's over. Sometimes we linger too long feeling like we are helping another, when in all reality, our energy is shifting in a negative way. Our vibration is lowering. Don't jump into that mud puddle to clean that white horse. Let that horse come towards you. Shake himself off. Dry up a little bit. Brush him out then. It's much easier to clean a horse when the mud is dried. Brush it all off. Now, I'm bringing this up because yesterday I received... Now, please don't think this is just one person. This happens all the time, and this is why I'm addressing it so strongly. I received an email yesterday from a completely random person that I have no idea who they are. No idea. It was a book. I'm not going to read it to you, the whole entire thing, because it was so freaking negative. I was I was sitting there dumbfounded. It was all about jealousy. Apparently I had added this person's person. Well, I guess they considered this person's person. And they wrote to me. This person was clearly in pain. Even said, "Hello, hi Sherry, you don't know me, but I am so-and-so's fiance. We've been together 5 years, and of course we live together." Then this person completely started ripping their fiance to shreds on every possible level I could possibly speak to you about past girlfriends, about lying, about whatever convenient, about being a drug addict, about being a sleaze, about on and on and on. I mean, I'll show you this is it. That's how long it went. So I didn't want to read it. I didn't want to take it all in. I skimmed over it. This person has verbally abused, physically abused me, cheated on me, drug record, gone to jail, used me, has plenty of money, calls the cops on me, gets arrested. It goes on and on and on and on. If you have any questions, feel free to call me. Hell no. Hell no. Goes on. It went on and 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 fucking on. And at the end of it, the person said, "I'm going to bed. Bye, my fiance now. I need my sleep. Have a great tomorrow." And I thought, what on earth is this? Right? And then they started up again. "I love him dearly, but he's a drug addict and an alcoholic and abusive and lies to me, so maybe you can straighten out his sleazy male ass because I'm done with the drama. He can be very mean. He doesn't want me to be happy. I can't take any more. Are you still in Wisconsin visiting? Were you at his gig Saturday night?" I don't even know who this person is. P.S. His own sister saw him slap his girlfriend at a bar because she told me. "If you don't believe me, you can ask for yourself." And I said, "I have no idea what you're talking about. Who is this person? I don't involve myself in drama, thank you, and I have zip interest in any man you might be connected to, so you can relax." "Then why are you on their friends list?" And I said, "Look, not that I owe you an explanation of any sort. I do understand that you're hurting, so I will answer. Because of my work, possibly? Because you guys remember, I wasn't adding anyone. I said I'm not adding anyone because of this. And yet I thought, Spirit said you need to open yourself up more. Stop blocking everybody. So when these people come to me and they're all friends with my friends, I either have spiritual friends or friends that are musicians because those are my friends. I started adding people, right? This person was not married. If somebody came to me and they were married, I would say something about their partner, right? No. So I said, I'm so over complete strangers sending books of drama to me when I don't even know them. Trust me, I'm not here for men. I'm here for my work, my soul, family, and friends that I live far from, so that we can communicate. And if this guy is such a shit, why are you even expending your precious energy on him? Focus all of that energy in on you. Give yourself that love, woman. No man is worth this. Not one. No woman is worth this. Not one. So I was trying... attack other women. My interest is upbuilding and not being jealous of another person's light or another person's anything. It's about recognizing that we all come together in this solar system of soul family and build each other up, elevate them, right? So I said, you need to focus your love on yourself. I thought this would be helpful. Then the person unfortunately felt that this was a message, and it's interesting because this is what happened with the person that I cut myself off from. When you set your boundaries and say not enough, and they take that as an invitation to start up again, then you bring out the big sword. So the person brought it up again. We live together. We've been together 5 years. He's not single. He proposed to me. We sleep together in the same bed every night. Just so you know, he's the only one on your friends list. Please don't be a homewrecker. Just so you know, he's the only one on your friends list? I don't quite understand that, because at this point, I mean, I deleted a lot of people, but can you tell how many? I have 1,870 friends at this point, and they're not friends. These are acquaintances. Friends know my name. I know their name. We do things together. We communicate together. We love one another. If I'm not communicating with you and you're not communicating with me, you're not my friend. Okay? So at this point, I was done, and I simply just said, go away. And then I blocked them. And then I wrote to the other person that they were attached to. And I didn't say anything, I just sent the entire thing. And I said, for this reason, you and your fiance will be blocked in exactly 1 minute. And that was the end of that. Now, precisely at that exact same time, I received another email on my work page. Now, I get this all the time. All the time. It's been a welcome break. I've spent 10 days away from my computer, away from my work. Not my spiritual work, this that I love to do, but this communication. Somebody wrote to me, and this is what they do. They sign on, they send me something, and then they block themselves off. So this is either a fake profile or I'm blocked, which means they get to communicate with me, unload their shit on me, but I can't communicate back. Hi, hope you're okay. Had a crazy dream. Wondering if you connected to your son-in-law. Is your boy toy back yet? In fact, dream was about me and you in the bathtub. Disturbing, but I was reading your son-in-law's feelings for you. This is like never underestimate the power of planting a freaking negative seed, right? For the last several days, I'm assisting 3 to 4 people, men and women, but while being awake in intense trance focus shifts to you in the tub. Already 5 days. I'm just like, go. I can't block this person because I don't know who they are. I have a feeling, I think I do know, and I've blocked them before. That's why they come to my work page where they make up new profiles. So then I get this one. Hello. I just wanted to thank you. I have turned my life around, and I've been sober for 9 months now. And I wanted to say sorry for putting what I did on your live. I hope you can forgive me. I wrote them back. I'm very proud of you for turning your life around. It's a very, very difficult thing. I know that. I appreciate your apology. I would be happy to forgive you, but I don't know who you are. Now, I know that on AA, you're supposed to go and do the 12-step program, right? One of them is apologizing. And apologizing, forgiveness is for ourselves, right? It's not for another. Forgive the situation. I forgive you for myself because I don't want the toxic energy. But if you're going to apologize to me, please let me know who you are. Hold on. Because you might think I know who you are, but there are a lot of people that have purposely been hurting me for the last quite a long time. And I don't know who you are until you tell me. I would really appreciate it. So with that, we're gonna go outside and we're gonna see why Spirit had this come up. This eclipse energy right now, please use it purposefully. Please use it in order to release and remove this negative, toxic energy. Another friend, Facebook friend, who is another spiritual person, her and her husband sent out Willpower Wednesday, get over the jealousy, you are attractive being you. I thought, wow, if that's not for synchronicity and something that needed to be spoken about. Again, I wrote, get over the jealousy. This is all about ascending to a higher level. Jealousy is a wasted emotion, as none of us have any competition. Think about it logically. There is truly only one of each of us, unique in our own way. Therefore, we have no competition. You are most attractive just being you. How boring the world would be if we were copies of one another. Don't strive to copy another, but to stand out in your own unique, fabulous fashion. I tried to explain that to that woman. She didn't get it. I keep getting, again and again, these same people adding me back. I know that they're not real. I know that they're fake. I don't want anything to do with you. Please leave me alone. That's my request. So I'm going to go outside right now. We're going to take our totems and we're going to remember the Scrabble piece, and we're going to start with a Scrabble piece. Oh gosh, we're out here and it's got to be drilling again, right? Sunglasses on for my sad, sad, sleepy eyes. My landlord bought me this hat right before I left, and I didn't have anything to wear with it, and I thought it was so cute. I'm a total hat person. I've got so many of them. Okay. I've got my little kingdom set up out here for my babies, right? The only place I get to sit is here because the cats take over everything else. And I don't think I have anything I need to show you guys. We'll just start with the reading. We're at 31 minutes. So as always, I timestamp. And you guys can move forward. Oh, I've got pieces out here that we could have used. I'll use them on another day, but my Uncle Phil and I went all over the countryside. It was amazing. And we went to Weequahic Falls, and we've been there many, many times. And we were like little kids climbing around in the rocks and in the waterfall. And I said, let's ask Spirit to give us something really, really special for both of us to take from here. And he says, well, when I was younger, I came looking for fossils. And I'm like, really? He goes, yeah, this is a really, really old area. And because of the falls, the rivers wash everything down. He goes, I used to be able to find all kinds of stuff. And so we went looking. And I wanted something for him really special, because he's really special to me. And so I said, let's find something really cool for him. So he was looking really intently. And I said, you know, we don't really find stuff when we're looking for it. The best stuff comes when we're not looking. And I looked down at the rocks and I saw this really cool stone that had several layers, stripes through it. It was beautiful. I knew you would love it. And so I went to reach for it, and right next to it was this. And as you can see, the fossils in the rock, the little shells right here and here. There's actually 3, and there's one down here. This was mine. And I thought, and there's another on this side, and there's more on the back. Let me show you. Hold on. I have to wet it. I think I'm gonna have to shellac these in order for these to be obvious. They're all across the back. If you can see the little shells that are set in there, these are old as the hills. It's very cool. And I said, oh my gosh, look, and I held it up, and he goes, oh my God, I was looking at it for that, and you found it. And then he starts looking, and I said, don't look for it, it'll find you. And so we were walking around, and I picked up this one that was really cool. It just feels really good. And I had that, and then I said to Spirit, help me find one for him. I want one for him, a really, really good one. And I instantly found one, and I gave it to him. And so he's like, man, you know, and he's walking around holding this one in his hand. And he's looking for this, that, and I said, why did you pick that one? And why did you pick that one? And why did you pick that one? And he shows me, and he says, I don't know why I'm holding this one. He goes, it's just really small, it's really cool, but I don't want to let it go. I'm holding it in my hand. And as I'm looking at that, I'm seeing a little face. Do you see the little face? It's like Boo Boo Bear. Can you see Boo Boo Bear? And if you turn it this way, there's Boo Boo Bear again. And so he is looking at this small rock. His was quite small. It was about the size of this. And when he turned it around, I said, Uncle Phil, look! Right in the dead center was the most perfect fossil. And I said, you didn't think you had it, but you had it all along. It was in the palm of your hand. All along you had it. There's a message for you guys. And then I saw this giant fungus, and I said, Uncle Phil, there's a fungus among us. Fungus among us. Now, a fungus comes from a lot of emotion that grows, right? And this type of fungus, it grows up on top of a tree. comes out of the side of the tree on a trunk that's very, very hard, like wood, but it holds this light mushroom type fungus thing. It was about this big when I got it. And I said, "Do you think I could dry this out? I think it's really cool. I want to bring it home." And he goes, "Yeah." I brought it home and I laid it in the sun yesterday and it dried out. And that's how big it was. So the fungus that's among us has dried out. That's a wonderful sign. Somebody wrote to me and said, "I've been sober for 9 months. That fungus among us, that fungus, that one that was on the side of the tree, the family tree, that one that had been drinking and was no doubt saturated with emotion that was causing this to happen, they've dried out. And now look at it. Here it is. It's very special. This is a memory of that, a memory." And then I got that email. So there's a fungus among us that has dried out. And I am proud of you. And you can be proud of yourself. And you know what? 9 months sober from alcohol, from drugs, whatever it is, from whatever your addiction is, food, work. But this person said I'm 9 months sober, whatever it meant for them. It's a difficult thing, and I'm extremely proud of you, and you need to be proud of yourself. And I'm watching a cormorant circle as I speak these words. The cormorant is the one that says you will dive down under emotional waters, and you will emerge safe and sound. That one had a ring around their neck, and somebody was forcing that one to work for them and taking all of their money. And no longer is that happening because that cormorant is free. They're free from whatever it was, whatever that addiction was that they had. Sometimes an addiction can be a person. Sometimes it can be drama. People are addicted to drama, like that woman, like the person I cut themselves off. That person that I removed myself from I will not go back there. It's 100% over. 100%. Spirit showed me that was a true narcissist. Narcissist to the 10th degree. Unbelievable. Unbelievable and done. Done. So you could be addicted to a certain kind of sadness, says the song, right? No more. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. It was a lesson learned. It was painful, but now you're just somebody that I used to know. So now we're going to go. We're going to start with something beautiful because we had to speak about that. Spirit said it's affecting a lot of people. Please don't write to me with your books of drama. I don't want to know. I'm not your personal counselor. I wasn't paid to be your counselor. If you would like a private reading, I would be honored to assist you in giving you Spirit's guidance. My email address is www.theangelswhisper.com. My name is Sherry Columbus. If you're new to my YouTube channel, welcome. If this video and these videos are helpful to you, please like, subscribe, and share so that you can be notified and so that the most amount of people can also receive the benefit of Spirit's knowledge, because I am definitely a channel. All right. Here we go. I've got lots to talk about, and it'll all come out maybe in the readings ahead or now. I did have a message from someone else that someone that they loved very much has risen from the fleshly world and back into spirit, and they are well, and they are letting you know that you are very loved, and they are now your loyal guide. And in this life, it could have been difficult for you with this person, but once upon they reached the spiritual level 100% fully, they are all love. They now truly see the truth of the situation. They see you for who you are. They recognize, and all they have is love for you. So if there has been a troubled past between you and someone else that has gone into spirit, they are now your loyal guide. Know that. Okay, that message came when I was at a cemetery with my Uncle Phil. It was there's a little tiny spider inside of my laughing Buddha, and I don't want to hurt him with the vibration. It would be very, very loud. So let me just, come on, I don't want to scrunch you. There you go. There you go. All right. The totem messenger for the one that has risen is the robin, because a robin was sitting on a headstone of the fathers, and it was like a very, very old father. So it could have been a grandfather, it could have been your great uncle, it could have been your father. I don't know. It was a male energy, or could have been a female with that very strong masculine energy. But it was on the father's grave, is what I saw. And there was a robin sitting there, and robins speak about new beginnings. So that one, and then as I watched, I said to Uncle Phil, I'm getting a message. And the robin flew up and it landed in the branch of the tree. So it was a family, a branch of their family tree. And they had risen. And it could have been a mother that has risen. A masculine mother or a father. You'll know who it is. You'll know when you get a flush in your body, when you get a chill. You'll understand. And I said, the one, and I got a clench in my heart. This one loved this one. This one was loved. And they have risen and they are watching you. So there's your message. The Robin Totem, you might want to look it up. If it doesn't come up in our reading, I might attach it to this. So let's ask that any toxic energy that might still be surrounding or being sent out, we don't want any of that, right? We don't want any of that. So we're going to ask that the Father fill us. I'm speaking about my Heavenly Father, our Heavenly Father, and I'm asking to be filled with unconditional love. From my crown all the way to my root, all the way to my base, all the way down, and then all the way up. So I'm asking for that, and I'm already feeling my heart chakra spinning. That's nice. Immediately happened. And now that we're filled with love, loving vibration, it's burning off whatever's inside, whatever negative thoughts, feelings, worries, doubts, fears that we've had inside of us. We're going to ask that unconditional love keeps pouring down into the center of this crystal singing bowl. And as we vibrate, the vibrational frequency is pulling in anything toxic as well. It's mixing it all up and it's shooting it out the sides of the wall, because this is gold. 24 karat gold infused quartz crystal. Clear quartz crystal is what you put your intention on. What would you like to put an intention on for this reading? I would like that the one that wrote to me knows that they are forgiven and that they release whatever they need to and they forgive themselves. I would like to connect with my quail in person, my twin, in love and forgiveness. I would like to send out unconditional love to all of you. Ding! All right, here we go. Om. That was freaking awesome. Let me grab our decks and we're ready to roll. Song playing right now. I'm good at keeping my distance, but I know that you're the feeling I'm missing. Everything means nothing if I can't have you. I say people start talking, right? Okay, we have 2 decks today. We've got the Oracles of Shadows and Light, which I didn't know we were going to work with until I got there. And we have the Shapeshifters, which I definitely knew we were going to work with. I can do it because it's positive affirmations and I like it. And then we've got the little tiny cards, which I haven't used for quite a while. I still have to make this deck. Maybe that will be my goal this summer. Just make this deck for myself even, right? Because these are difficult to work with. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Let's begin. For those who chose the Scrapple pieces, we're starting with the Oracle of the Shapeshifters. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality. So when we ask that all of that goes in and then shoots out. What's happening is everything that goes out is transmuted back into pure white light and love, and unconditional love is sent out. So any vibrational energy that's around in any way goes in there, and it's completely transformed. So that's how we can use the energy of what's going on right now in a purposeful way. We don't want to be jealous. We don't want to be angry. Let's build one another up. Let's send out unconditional love. And if you do turn around and try to speak to somebody, I was delivering a message in Sturgeon Bay. That's how this whole toxic situation of mine ended up blowing up. I was given a dream, and I had a very, very clear message. And I said, I had a dream, and there's a message for you. Would you like to hear it? And the person said yes, and I told them, and they didn't like it. And I'm the delivery person, right? So sometimes, and I got my feelings hurt. I did. Because I was disappointed. I thought this person had changed, and I realized they hadn't. And then I thought, you know what? You're just the delivery person. If I'm a mail lady, if I literally work for the post office and I come deliver divorce papers to you, why would you yell at me? I'm just delivering it, right? So, and why would I get personally involved? So don't release it. It's not your worry. It feels a lot better. Let the weight fall off, right? So for those who chose the Scrabble pieces, and it's interesting because that's how I started the dream. I saw this person that had been hurt, and they had Scrabble pieces all over their face. All over their face, and tattooed. And that person said, I'm an empath. And I said, so am I. And that person said, I feel other people's pain. And I said, so do I. And the person said, Mama loves me. And I said, yes, she does. Whether you feel it or see it or not, you are loved. Mother Earth loves you. Mother Sun, Mother Moon, Mother Tree. The motherly love from the soul family. You are very loved. So for those who chose the Scrabble pieces, and I did, Shapeshifter deck. Alice in a Sea of Tears. So Alice is drowning in emotion. Alice is drowning in emotion. But this sea is caused by her own tears. She or he is feeling completely abandoned and lost in the middle of nowhere, floating around in this sea of tears. The number is 11. Something has ended. It's ended, and you've still remained in this place. Number 10 is an ending, which then should have brought about a new beginning. You should have been embracing a new beginning, but instead, you're staying in that place. Why? A little mouse or a rat. A little rat's going to swim up to you. Some people might think that that person's a rat, but they're not. That rat is going to try and show you how to get to shore. There's also a crab, Cancer crab. My mother was a Cancer. She had a tough exterior, but a very, very gentle interior. We don't get hung up on zodiac signs here. Not on this page. There's too many of us, and we all have the same traits within us. We all have the same traits of all the signs of the zodiac within us. So we're not going there. But you're feeling out of depth. You can't quite get your feet on the ground. And I remember I told you guys the story of my grandson when we were at the beach. And the waves were pummeling him. These waves were pummeling him, landing on him, crashing over and over. And I was a little further out, and they weren't hitting me. And I said, Trey, come out here. And he said, no, he was afraid. He was beyond his depth. He was afraid to go deeper. And I said, Trey, you don't have to come any further than where you can touch. Come out to where on your tippy toes, but you need to get past where the waves are crashing. See where I'm at, I'm not getting hit by them. Yeah, but he was afraid to swim out there. He wasn't a strong swimmer. So I reached my hand out, just like this. These two are coming, and they're saying, here, take my hand. I said, take my hand. I can swim. I'm strong. I'll help you. And he kept getting smashed and smashed over and over, like Alice is staying in this place. And over, repeatedly, dealing with this sadness or feelings of worthlessness or rejection, or I don't know what it is that you might be feeling for yourself. I chose this card, so this message is either for me or for somebody in my life, right? Why are you continuing? I got a message from my friend Troy when I was out there as well, and that was his message. He had reached number 10, and the message was, why are you staying in a situation it's over, it's done? Why are you lingering in a situation that no longer is beneficial to you? Staying distraught or overwhelmed. You're going to find your way. That's the good thing about this. 11 is also a very high spiritual number. 1 and 1. 2. Together. Help is on its way. You're not going to drown. The rat is going to be with you. And the crab is definitely delicate and tender and resonates and understands how you feel on the inside. The rat's going to help you keep busy because the rats, they're very creative. They hoard as well. They're hoarders. And they're going to help you be productive and help you be more creative instead of being overwhelmed. So there's 2 that are coming to help you, right? So instead of being overwhelmed by your emotions, you're going to understand the truth of what's going on here. Wow, these tears, I'm drowning in these tears, but they're my own. Stop crying over spilt milk. It's done. Something has ended. It's over. It's going to get better from here. You can't blame these tears on anybody else but you. Stop crying. It's done. It's over. Is it a situation where you've lost somebody? I spoke about somebody who had died. Of course you're going to feel that. If you've lost a pet, if you've lost a person, if a relationship has ended, we have to feel our emotions, but then we need to stop. This is getting excessive. This is endless weeping. You won't find your grounding. You won't find your feet. You won't find how to be able to stand again. You could have, like I just did, made an escape from a very toxic, difficult situation. But right now, what do we feel? This, right? Exhaustion. Complete overwhelm. It's called fallout. It's post-traumatic stress. It is. That's what you're dealing with right now. Emotional fallout. You have fled a situation. You've said no more. And yet now you're reverberating with this energy. And the sooner that we can get up out of this energy and lift our energy higher, the better things are going to be, because we don't want to continue to vibrate more negativity towards us. I was so blessed because I was surrounded by love and soul family. I didn't deal with any. The only time I felt with that energy was when I went back to where I was staying. And I don't have to keep it anymore, right? So are you staying in a place where this happened? Why are you lingering in a place that is no longer in your highest good? Right now, maybe you haven't. Maybe you have released yourself from it, but emotionally, you're still there. So the new location, or perhaps the situation that you're in, doesn't feel any better than where you left. Maybe it's like, I lost a job, and now I'm freaking flat broke, and I don't have anywhere to go. Or I was working really, I was working all this way, and I built all this up, and I thought this was going to work out, and then it ended up being, and I was planning on that. I was hoping for that, because I want to move forward with my life. I miss this person, right? Nothing seems right without you. Somebody wants to talk to somebody, but now I'm flat broke. Now I can't give you what I thought I was going to be able to give you. Wow. If you feel like the person that you love, that you want to be with or be around, it matters to them more about what you have than who you are, you haven't learned this lesson, right? You haven't learned this lesson. But when we make dramatic changes, don't you think that Spirit understands what we've been through? Why do you think we started with, you need to care for yourself. You need love. You need a hug. Remember the song Sugar? I need a hug. I need some loving in my life, babe. Let somebody in, right? Let the ones in that are meant to be there. Let Spirit in. Yes, we understand. We cry as well. We cry with you. We care for you. We know how fearful. We know how sad. We know that all of these feelings that you've cried. I told you guys, I saw this man standing in a blue suit in the ocean up to his waist, and his hands were clenched at his sides, and he was angry. And I said, why are you standing that way? Won't that ruin your suit? And he said, it'll dry out in time. I have to stand this way. If I don't, I'll kill him. Who? A man hurt a child or a girl, a woman, whoever it was, a boy, and I wasn't able to stop him. Well, then it was out of your control, wasn't it? It wasn't something for you to do. If you weren't able to stop that, it wasn't for you to stop. Unfortunately, that had to happen. For whatever reason. Maybe you don't understand that, but you need to stop blaming yourself. You need to, that man was up to his waist in tears, just like Alice is up to her waist in tears. And all of that sadness that you've been holding in for so long, maybe it's released. Maybe that's now you're just saturated. It's all come out. That person who wrote to me, 9 months sober, When you're drinking or when you're doing drugs or when you're involved in whatever it is that you were addicted to, you're not seeing things correctly. But when you get sober, then you see, wow, this is how I was behaving. This is what I said, or what did I say, or what did I do? I don't even remember. Or, wow, I was so under that person's spell that I believed those lies and I pushed my friend away. I didn't trust the ones that loved me. I mistreated them. I now beat up. A man hurt someone and I wasn't able to stop them. It wasn't your fault. But I should have known, okay, you need to release your own feelings that you're holding in here. Release this pain. Allow yourself to cry and then release it. Let it go. The crab and the rat, this is protection to help you swim through the troubled sea. This emotional time, you've released. What's so awesome about this is if you've released the need to hold on. Look at it that way. So this morning, as I was thinking, as I was cleaning, vacuuming, and I always get the best messages when I'm doing mundane work, necessary but mundane work, and I got, instead of saying, I'm sick and tired of this happening again and again, I'm gonna say, I'm ready for peace in my life. I'm ready for love because I deserve it. I welcome all the financial abundance in the world. I welcome all the positive opportunities and the great friends and the positive energy and the laughter and the bliss and the happiness and the sex and the health and the restful sleep. I welcome it all because I deserve it. I see myself wrapped in loving arms. I see myself wrapped in peace. I see myself filled with loving energy and vibrating that out. And I see anything negative or toxic literally vibrating out of my frequency. I'm vibrating you right out of my frequency, just like that song said. Hello, hello, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I like that you're missing me, 'cause it makes me feel well, right? But you're vibrating out of my frequency. Who says something like that? Hello, hello, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. But I like that you're missing me, 'cause it makes me feel good. Wow. You're not where you're supposed to be, but you like that person's missing you. That's a very selfish person, right? And you're vibrating right out of my frequency. That narcissism is gone. That's how I see it. Whatever it is that you're going through, whether it's truthful or not for the situation that you're in, whether it's occurring right now, create your future. Speak the positive. Say it until you believe it. And even if as you say it, your words in your ears feel like a lie to you, just keep saying it. Your body's not used to it. Your body's used to this, right? You want to get this gone. Right now, this emotional afterwrath. There might have been anger. Very overwhelming. A lot to hold on to, right? And so because of that, you're not meant to. Your challenge now is to swim away. Swim away, little fish, from that negative energy. Don't allow this to sit with you so that you vibrate towards you more negative experiences, even if you have gotten away from it, right? The rats are very, very neat and organized. They compartmentalize very, very well. So you've got that energy with you, and then you think about the crab. The crab puts a protective shell around the outside. We ask now for the sun to illuminate. Let's use our sun around us, shine down upon us. Fill us up. We've already been filled with pure unconditional love. It's bubbling through the top and it's going to pour down around the outside of us. And as it pours down and it hits the water of the lake, it turns like lava rock. Hot molten feelings, anger, worry, fear, turns to love. And it hardens around us. A protective shielding. Shellacked coating. Mirrored plating. So now that anything that comes towards us bounces off. I have been putting a rubber clear shield around me. But now I thought, no, I don't want a clear shield. I want a lava rock shield. I don't want you to be able to even see me. This is rubber. If you come at me, you'll bounce off me. You don't get hurt, but I don't get hurt either. Do that, right? That's what you need to do. See yourself doing that. You're wiser now. You've got that shell of protection. You're still soft and gentle and loving inside. Don't allow that to harden your heart to love. Just because that person was a narcissist You're not vibrating at that frequency anymore, and you're drawing towards you ones you can trust. You need a hug, right? You're wiser. You're less ready to be hurt and more capable of standing on your own. That was your lesson. And if you feel like you're alone, remember the beginning, help is on its way. You're going to be okay. And even if you feel like you've made a great mistake because, wow, I walked away from that job and now I'm broke. I left the house and now I don't know where to live. Don't worry, Spirit's going to help you. Nothing is worth being in that toxic environment. Nothing. Nothing. And nothing is too good for you. Right? Dry up your tears. Helps here. This is extremely emotional change. This is perfect eclipse energy, and you just went through a transformation that you can be proud of. So what I want to ask for those who chose the Scrabble pieces, I feel good. I'm proud of myself. I feel great. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Let's give us a message. For the ones who chose the Scrabble, whoop, there it is. I cannot change another person. I let others be who they are, and I simply love who I am. Says the star, the starfish. I get the help I need when I need it from various sources. My support system is strong and loving. Okay? That's beautiful. Let's ask for a personal message. I'm just going to do it like this. I'm going to just do it until it pops. What is the message? Whoop, 2 fell right away. You have grown a lot through this experience, right? Open your mind to new ideas. Open your mind to new ideas. Sorry, there we go. You have grown a lot. I want you to see that, yes, what I'm giving you is the truth. Okay? 2 more. Correct for neutrality on all levels. What is the message most important for the ones who chose the Scrabble pieces? Correct for neutrality on all levels. Oh, and I got 2. These 2. Overwhelmed right now. You're overwhelmed, or someone in your life is overwhelmed. Probably more than you, right? Forgive yourself, and forgiveness of others will follow. Okay? Perfection. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for trusting who didn't deserve your trust. Forgive yourself for not knowing better. Forgive yourself for any mistake that you didn't, any choice that you made that wasn't perfect. And I said to my best friend that day, I started to cry. And I said, what did I say that I should not have done? And she said nothing. Everything happened exactly as it was meant to happen. And sometimes we say things that we think to ourselves that started this. It needed to happen. Sometimes it needs to happen that way. It wouldn't have ended if I hadn't. I forgive myself. I move on. It's in my highest good and that of the other person, right? It's not my job to fix you. All right, for those who chose the block, the child's block. So in my instance, the block, there was a couple that was married, and the wife separated from the husband for a couple of years, and they went about and did their own work, and they're very, very successful. They came back together. It was tense for a while. They're doing better, and they've just bought themselves a beautiful farmhouse, and life moves on. Another instance, there's another mirror that came to me. So there's mirrors of that, mirrors out there. So for those who chose the child's block, the juggler. Stop juggling those rainbow balls. Stop juggling those rainbow balls. Jake. I chose this. I chose him. He's the love of my life. So we go to the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Correct for neutrality for those who chose the child's block. Correct for neutrality on all levels. You know what's interesting? When you have a block like this, I need a drink of water. Chia seeds, lemon juice, apple cider vinegar with natural honey, with the mother. Natural whole. The mother is just love, nurturing, positive, warmth, right? Energy. A man can have that energy. Many men do. What is the most important message for me on this block? What is the most important message for me to see on this child block? Memories. 2. 2 are better than 1. 2. Everything is happening exactly as it is meant to happen with divine blessings for everyone involved. 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, Something may have been happening for 2 years, 2 hours, 2 minutes. But my message was 2 are better than 1. 2 incomes are better than 1. The greatest need is someone to talk to, is someone to tell it to. You can't hug. Well, you can hug yourself, but doesn't it feel great to hug another? 2. 2 are better than 1. 2 days, 2 hours, 2 minutes, 2 weeks. All right, for those who chose the child's block, correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the child's block, show me when we're ready. Show me when we're ready. Show me when we're ready. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the child's block. For those who chose the child's block. I haven't used these decks for a while. I didn't take this with me. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I've never gone so many days without working at all. Like I normally would do something, right? Readings for you guys, or it was interesting. Correct for neutrality on all levels for those who chose the child's block. That was really clear. Voodoo and blue. You're not liking someone. You're not liking someone and you want them to back off. I don't want your energy around me. What's interesting, and what did I say? The message that was most important on this block was 2. The number is 22. 222. Everything is happening exactly as it is meant to happen with divine blessings for everyone involved. Let go and have faith. I don't mind looking like this because there's someone that you're not liking right now. There's someone that has crossed your boundaries one too many times. There is someone that is taking from you what you've worked hard for. There is someone that you need to back off from, or they need to back off from you. So someone or something, situation, job, workplace, person, back off from them. They're not in your best interest. And you might need to be brave. Because unfortunately, as I said, with that woman that wrote to me, I set a boundary. I was pretty clear. And yet they understood that as a welcome to continue. We don't want this to, right? This is Spirit saying, you need to tell someone to take a step back. This is my boundary. Do not cross my boundary. I saw a dream 5.5 years ago. It was someone that I love very much. And this woman came up to him with a younger woman, and the younger girl was crying. And the person said, stop, don't cross my boundary. And the woman said, can't that person see your tiger? That's interesting, I'm the tiger. And the person said, no, don't cross my boundaries. And they said, but she's crying. And the woman said, but she's crying. And the man said, I don't care. She's a lying, manipulative bitch, and I don't want anything to do with her or the company. The family wanted to say, you could come back to the company. I don't want it. That was a strong statement. At this moment, there's no key in this door. This door is not open to you, is what you need to say. There's somebody that may want to befriend you, but they're not your friend. When they feel you moving away, then they pour on the charm, right? Then, I'm so sorry, please forgive me, right? You've been overriding your instincts, just like I did. I thought, a couple years had gone by, I had love in my heart for this person, I felt sorry for this person, I understood the difficulty that this person had been through in their life, and I let them back in. I opened the door. Now my door is closed permanently. Spirit is asking for you to do what you're not understanding. You're not being rational with this. And Spirit says, this is what we want you to do. We want you to look like that. Make it clear. Who's pushing your buttons? Constantly pushing your buttons. Poking, 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 poking. I got this morning, somebody wants to come to you, and they're going to come to you very aggressively because they want to trigger you. Don't allow it to happen. You don't need to take it on. Stop it before it happens. They want to trigger you so that they can fight. The reason they're doing that is because they feel guilty. They've done something wrong, but they don't want to admit that they've done something wrong, so they want to trigger you so that you do something wrong so that they can feel better about themselves. Don't allow this to happen. Start valuing your own self. Also, start being honest. I was very brutal with what I said. I was straight. I said, we're done. person came to me again, and about 3 days later, kept trying to talk. I said, stay away. We're done. We're done. And the person wanted to tell their whole... I said, I'm done. Stop. I'm not doing this with you. It's over. Right? Don't mince words here. Right now, sometimes people want to attach to you, like the woman that wrote to me. I don't know who you are. I have no idea who you are. But you didn't pay me for a reading. And you're dumping all of your crap in my lap so that you can feel better and then be on your merry way. No, I'm sorry. I'm not your disposal grounds. I'm not allowing this to happen. If you want to pay me for a reading, I would be happy to look into this for you, and Spirit will guide you. But don't come to me, dump all your shit, and then say, have a good day. No, you're not welcome. People are opportunistic. They want something from you. And you're being given a very clear warning. Don't be worrying about looking like the bad guy. I was shown before it even happened. There's gossip all around you. They're talking shit all around you. They want everybody in that area to believe their story. And as I've said before, if you don't know me by now, and if you haven't figured out this person, this is your lesson to learn. And I don't want to be around it while you learn it, right? If you listen to that gossip, you're not my friend. And you're best not to be around me. Now, maybe that's what somebody's feeling bad about. Wow, I listened to that. I believe them. Okay, well, you got sucked in, but now you know. So then what do? Make amends, right? But with this situation, your feelings are right. You know what you're supposed to do. Don't get involved and don't allow yourself to be bullied. No bullying. And you might have to get snarky. I didn't like the way I felt. I said, I don't like it when I'm triggered. When I get triggered, I don't like the person I become. I will talk about the signs for a second. I am an Aries, Sun. Gemini rising, Pisces moon. I got all the other stuff in me, but those are predominant, okay? You don't want to piss off an Aries. Not with the Gemini rising. I've got the emotional energy of the Pisces, but I got the Gemini. I can flip and switch from this to that, and I don't like when I'm triggered that way. I don't want that. So what do I need to do? If I'm in an energy where I get triggered and all of my bad stuff comes out, I need to pull myself away from that because I don't like who I am. I like myself better when I'm with you, not with you, right? So get yourself out of that area. You're going to keep this vibrational frequency around you, and you're going to bring more of this bullshit to you. You don't want that. You're not welcoming. Detach. Whatever's giving you grief, detach. Father, please help me detach. Archangel Michael, can you assist with the shielding, please? I've put up my own shield, but there may be tears in my auric field. I'm tired right now. My energy, I don't want to fight. I said this morning, I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to fight. I don't like who I am when I fight. I will fight the fine fight, right? But not this kind of crap. I don't want it. So if I'm drained to this point, it's really sad to allow myself to get to this place, but it had to happen, right? Sometimes we have to have that happen in order for us to understand and really get. There is no resurrecting this. It's done. It's done. Be respectful and cool, calm, like I was at first, but then I got firm. Stop being so nice. What was it that I said to the woman at the very end? The one that wrote to me? I don't know if it's a woman. Apparently was, but could have been a man. What do I know? And it's probably just a mirrored situation for many of us out there. I said what I needed to say. The person came back at me. I said it again, and then I tried to even show this person, look, you're worth more than that. Focus your love in on yourself. And then they came back at me again. Don't be a homewrecker. You know what? Fuck off. Really? Fuck off. And my Uncle Phil and I have chose a new way. We're going to now say flock off. Flock off. Flock off. Go fly away, little bird. Your house is on fire, and I don't want to be there. I'm done. Flock off. That's what I'm going to say. Flock off. Because I don't like the other word. It's a yucky word. That's a word that comes out when you've got that negative, toxic energy around you, and I don't like it. So, now we're going to go to the baby quails. I love them. Babes. These are both babes. Look at this. You know what I like about these guys? And I just noticed it. They got each other's back. Right? No matter what's going on, they got each other's back. We can see each other, we can kiss, we can hug, but I got your back and you got mine. Through the sands of time, this is my twin and I got your back through eternity. Know that. I'm on your side. I am your best friend. Shapeshifters. Oh, wait. for those who chose the block, what was the message that you got? Oh, there's 2. Give yourself more time to enjoy the beauty in your life. You deserve it. And allow miracles to happen. Yeah, because they do all the time. Do we get 2 more? Do we get 2 more? Let's see how many more we get. We'll get, I like doing it this way. Woo! Oh. That one and this one. Well, check it out. Someone is still overwhelmed right now. So I ask that you be surrounded by pure white light and loving energy. And I ask that you understand to release it gently, like the waves on the lake. See the waves on the lake? How about that? How about that we ask that whatever it is that we were dealing with or you're dealing with is released gently and comfortably, because you're overwhelmed right now. And maybe you're just overwhelmed right now. And so that's why you want to say, back off. Now is the time to focus on you. Stop focusing on them. It's time for you. Allow the miracles to happen. So relinquish control. Surrender. I surrender. Jesus, take the wheel. Oh, there's one more. People feel whole when they are in your presence. So no matter what someone else may, another 2 just fell, no matter what this narcissistic asshole may want to say to you, people feel whole when they're in your presence. Release it. Allow more time for the beauty in your life and allow the miracles to happen. Knowing people know the real you. So be you. The world needs you. And be grateful for what you have, and more will come. If you're worried about finances, if you're worried about stuff, if you're worried about love, if you're worried about health, worried about friends, be grateful. Start counting all the things. Instead of getting sad and angry and crying, I'm so grateful for all the time that I spent with Ginny and Uncle Phil and Diane and all of the other friends that I met. It was beautiful. Brenda and all of the people at the party and Sarah and Maria. I met 2 musicians that are also very spiritual and very gifted. And the fellow who owns is your name Tom? Owns the Black Sheep. All the people that I met. Thank you for the time that I spent. Thank you, Troy, for letting me sing with you. After 7 years, I got to sing. The whole set was pretty cool. Thank you. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for Pat, who took care of my cats and kept my place so beautifully clean. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my soul family. I'm grateful for you, Amy. Amy's at the doctor today with her dog. I'm thinking about you. I'm grateful for all of the connections. I'm grateful for my grandson. I'm grateful that I'm alive. Thank you. Thank you for assisting my body at releasing all the toxic energy. Do you know, I gained weight on this trip. I was carrying weight that wasn't mine, and I'm releasing it. Thank you for that. Thank you. It's okay. Sometimes we gain weight because it's protection. Literally. All right. And so for our I Can Do It card, for those who chose the Child's Play block, woohoo, that flew right out. My heart is open. I speak with loving words. I am comfortable looking in the mirror saying, I love you. I really love you. I love you. I really love you. I love you. I'm comfortable saying that. I'm not afraid to say that anymore. I can look you in the eye and say, I love you. I can look myself in the eye and say, I love you. I can stand here in front of you guys with big black circles under my eyes and bags under my eyes and say, I love myself enough to not be worried. I'm good. Right on. Beautiful. For our last one, the amethyst, this was a gift from Irene. I'm grateful for my time with Irene. I got this at her store. I love it. I got a bunch of stuff at her place. And she gifted me this. She gifted me something else as well. Unfortunately, I had all kinds of crap go wrong, and my mother's bracelet broke off of me. I have to get it fixed. I lost my malachite angel. When I was at the airport, I lost a very, very, very thick, beautiful, I loved that chain, but it was a thick chain that broke off my wrist when all that toxic. So sometimes you got to let go of something in order to allow something else to come in. And I'm grateful. This is beautiful. Amethyst is calming, healing, and it's a protective stone. And look, It's wrapped in lace. And protective. Look at these titanium beads. So you can be protective, self-protective in a loving way, right? This is white. White is coming clean. It's the truth. It's clarity. It's kind of creamy. Creamy. So it's soft and gentle. It's pretty. You can be protective, self-protective, in a pretty way. You don't have to be nasty about it, right? You don't have to cuss people out and swear. Sometimes you have to say flock off. Flock off. You're not part of my flock, right? All right, you guys. For those who chose the amethyst, it's beautiful. We now go to Shapeshifters, I think. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the amethyst, wrapped in lace. So this could be a very strong, protective person that's gentle and loving. Vibrates that out. Hang around with that one. Hang around with that one, right? So proud of the fungus among us that's dried out. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality. Correct for neutrality. Reach out to a friend today and say hi. Not because you want anything. Not because you want to go on a date. Not because you want something from them. Just because you want them to feel good. And it feels good saying, hi friend. I did that today. I reached out to a friend. I said, hello, my friend. Your face popped through my mind and I knew to say hello. That was all I said. And then release it. Let it go. Don't sit there and say, okay, it's been an hour and I haven't heard from them. Are they going to respond? Doesn't matter. You're the one that's doing that. I said, say hi to a friend today. It's like hugging them energetically, right? Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the amethyst wrapped in lace. I keep thinking leather and lace. The song, leather and lace. Got to look that up. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Ooh, very clear cut. You are unlike anyone else. I love this. I love this. We're hybrids. Your contradictions and complexities are interesting. I say that all the time. I am such a paradox. But as we started out in the beginning of the reading, we're all very unique in very wonderful ways. Why would you consider yourself weird? Why would you consider yourself strange? Why would you consider yourself odd or unacceptable? Are you feeling forlorn holding on to that little rose? Would you like to give that rose to someone? Look at the frogs, shapeshifters around you. They're butterflies and frogs at the same time. Wow, why didn't I get this message years ago? You're frogs and butterflies at the same time. You're the prince. You're the dark prince that was in the drug, taken away from the drug house. You're the frog prince. You're right there. There you sit, and look at, not only have you been elevated on your fine seat, but you've been adorned. The stars are all around you. Shine your light, right? Be one. There's no need for jealousy. You don't have to compete with anyone. The stars hang around you. Ah, they hang around you, sweet. Because you are the frog prince. Very proud of you. You're interesting. You're unique. I like different. My mother said to me when I was a little girl, I wasn't a little girl, I was a young girl, young woman in school. My best friend copied every single thing I did. Copied my clothes, copied my words, copied everything. My best friend looked like a goody two-shoes from the outside. She came from a very religious family. She was my best friend. She was a year younger than me, and she was taller than me, and she did all kinds of horrible things. She was a drinker. She slept around. She did all kinds of stuff. I didn't drink. I didn't sleep around. I didn't do any of that. I was the goody two-shoes that everyone thought was the bad one, right? But she told everyone that I did it, and everyone believed it. I didn't know that for years. I thought that person was my best friend. Clearly they weren't. I needed to be my best friend, my own best friend, right? You need to be your own best friend. Isn't that what I said to somebody? You need to be your own best friend. Don't worry about them. And you need to start being your own best friend by recognizing how freaking fantastic you are. I'm looking at the red hair. When you see red hair, a red squirrel, a red fox, your best friend is there. My best friend is unique and comfortable. I feel comfortable with my best friend. I feel safe with my best friend. My best friend needs to feel comfortable and safe with themselves. The numbers 3 and 5. 3 means an ascended master is working with you. Remember that one that's gone into spirit, that loves you, that will never leave you, and is your constant guide, and says, I'm proud of you, I'm with you, and I will now always be with you. I will never leave your side. 3 says an ascended master, most likely someone you know, is working with you. Whoever it is that you resonate most closely with, that one is with you now. The number 5 says, things have gotten a little sticky. Things have gotten a little bit over-emotional. Things have gotten a little bit confusing. There might be anger or frustration. Eclipse energy is all around you. Shifts and changes, jobs ending, relationships ending, friendships ending. Ending. Possible someone's life has ended. Difficulty around you. And because of that, a significant change needs to take place. And because of that, a significant change is taking place. And then 3 and 8 to 5 together is 8. 8 is the infinity symbol. Never ending. Never ending. The one in spirit. Never ending love. Never ending support. Never ending guidance. Spirit says, you stay on your spiritually illuminated path, light worker. We will give you an endless supply of everything that you need. No one said we're going to make you rich tomorrow. No one said your health is going to be perfect tomorrow. No one said everything's going to work out exactly as you want, exactly how you want, on time, on your time. But what you need to move forward in a productive manner will come when you need it. If you stay open and you surrender and you allow us in, don't push away what your soul is longing for. It's here for you. Endless supply. If you need work, you say to the one in spirit, you talk to your ascended master. Help me find the words so that when I go to my interview, it comes out right. Help me connect me with the right people at the right time, the right places. Help me be at the right place at the right time. Help me not be at the wrong place at the wrong time, right? Keep away from me what's going to hurt me at this time. Highlight to me who is in my highest good. Please show me with a freaking red flashing light when I am meant to stop, and a green light when I am meant to grow. Ha! And go. Grow. Green is growth, new beginnings, love and healing, all wrapped up in one. Yellow is promise, forward movement, determination, strength, happiness, growth. Black is grounding and protective. Pink is love. Purple is spirituality. I'm surrounded with this. You have gone through a metamorphosis. There's new changes. There's stuff that you're processing right now, but you know what? We're always processing. We're always a work in progress, right, babe? Constantly. So it's regrouping, transforming. Okay, now I gotta recalibrate. That's okay, but don't stop moving forward. Don't push everybody else away because that's what's going on. We're all in the midst of having this happen. This is about developing new friendships, true friendships. This is about repairing damaged friendships that are worth saving, right? This is about working with skills that maybe don't come naturally to you. Maybe this is new, something that you're learning, but you're going to be good because you've got the ability. This is about making difficult choices, standing in your integrity. This is what you're going to do at this time. This is all being addressed. This is all the challenges that you have to look at when you're going through this change. We all do. We all do. You're not the only one. You're not the only one that's a hybrid. You're not the only one. Look at that blue butterfly. Has someone been sad and depressed? Have you been dealing with that? Release it. There's a great healing that's taken place. Look at this place where you are. You're outside in nature. I was told when you were removed from your triggers, when you remove yourself from your triggers, when you release that chain that binds you, look at that. I didn't release that chain. Spirit took it right off my wrist. Sometimes when you stop and you don't do what you're meant to do, Spirit will take it from you. They'll make it happen. It's called a tower moment. But sometimes a tower moment is so beautiful. Sometimes a tower moment is really, really wonderful. You weren't expecting it. Right now, Spirit said to me, somebody in your life thinks that it's done, that it's over. They think that they failed you. They think that there's no hope for this relationship. They've lost all hope. And they're wrong. They're wrong. They're completely surrounded with love, growth, new beginnings, and forgiveness. Love. Love never ends. Love is always there. And forever and ever through time, I got your back. And you got mine. Told you guys, when I rhyme, doesn't matter how I put these guys. Doesn't matter how I put them. I'm going to have to turn this one around to get them facing in the right direction. There's a message. You're going to have to turn around to get facing in the right direction. Because right now, you're not seeing this straight. We're right together. Right? Trust it. I'm not wrong when I'm dealing with spirit. Right now, what's going on for you? What are the changes in your life? What do they look like? Who is you in here? There's a lot of people that want to fit into your life. But there's more people that want you to fit into a certain category. I always say, well, what am I? Am I a channel? Am I a psychic? Am I an intuitive? I'm a spiritual teacher. That's what I am. I like that. I'm a guide. I'm a channeled guide. I love it. There's a lot of different things, but I can't put myself in one label. Neither can you, and you don't want to be labeled. You don't want to be labeled. My mom, I go back to my best friend, copying all this stuff, right? My mom says, copy is the highest form of flattery. And I said, no, it's not. I don't want to be copied. I want to be original. I want to be original. I don't want you to copy me. Don't be a copy. Isn't that how we began in the beginning? Yes, it's how we began in the beginning. Go back to that. I don't want to copy you. You can learn from all of these things. Oh, I like that about that. I like that. I'll adopt that phrase. I'll bring that into my repertoire, right? If I get mad, I'll just tell you to go flock off. Go flock off. You want to adopt that? I'd be happy for you to adopt that. I'd rather hear that word than the other, right? Flock off. Flock together with birds of a feather, right? Birds of a feather, but they're not all the same. Every bird's different. Every feather's different. Every snowflake's different. We're all different. So be true to yourself. You don't have to choose. We're all contradictory. One day we say this and then we do that. We get to change our mind. Every single morning when we wake up, we get to change our mind. So, this is about reinventing yourself, right? This is about outgrowing repetitive shit that you don't want to do any longer, right? You've passed the test. This is the rebirth. Someone has risen. Now, what I watched, the Robin in the New Beginning, somebody may have died to an old way of life and they have been reborn and now they're in that family tree. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's someone hasn't literally died. Maybe they have died to that former way of being. Is that you? Yes. So you've done a very good job. You've passed the test. You're reborn and you got to keep going. You're going to see that the challenges and the sacrifices that you made, that they were worth it. It was worth it. It's worth it in the end. Worth waiting for, worth going after, worth going through. Sometimes it felt like you were in a middle ground, never getting anywhere. Over and over, over and over, peddling water, treading water, right? Peddling and not getting anywhere, like in a dream state where you're running and running and running and you can't freaking get anywhere. The great wave came, it was building behind us and we were running on the beach. And one was sinking into the sand. There was running ahead and saw the one behind sinking into the sand. No matter how hard they tried to run, they kept sinking into the sand, they kept sinking. But the one was trying to outrun this giant wave of emotion that was coming. And finally that one that was out in front turned around and came back and picked up the one and carried them, even though they felt they knew that the weight of them was going to slow them down. They weren't going to leave that one behind. Canadian goose never leave a wounded bird behind. They went and picked that one up. And here came that great wave of emotion. Oh my gosh, that great. They weren't going to be able to outrun it. So what happened? Just like I said to Trey, come out a little further. What did he do? He finally trusted me and he reached my hand and I held him and he went out to his tippy toes. And when he got to his tippy toes, the wave came and I said, now let go. Trust me and let go. Hold my hand, but let go. Just relax. He did, and the wave lifted us. I said, watch what happens. Now put your arms out to the side like an angel and fly down. Lay back. Relax. And he did. Just relax. And he laid down and whoosh, we rode down the backside and then he goes, Nama, my feet hit the ground. I can stand. I said, of course you can. I told you. You need to trust me. You think I would do something that would hurt you? I love you. That's what our Father says to us. Trust us. Trust the guides that come to you. Trust and go towards love, forgiveness, understanding, compassion. Trust that hand that reaches out to you, right? You could feel that energy. How does it feel? Does it feel good there? Does it feel comfortable there? Trust that. Ride that wave. That's what you need to do right now. You'll understand. You've reinvented yourself now. And now you've got choices happening. Now you're going to be criticized. You're going to be judged. But if they're going to criticize you and judge you, they're not your people, right? Things that were difficult for you before, they're going to be easy now. Now that you know how to ride that wave, well, when that one came back and picked up the one that was trying so desperately, kept sinking in the sand, and they thought, well, here we go. We're both going to go now. But as I said to my twin once before, I would rather go down with you than go on ahead without you. Never leave a wounded bird behind. And that wave came, and it lifted us up, and it carried us higher and higher, and we ascended. That was what the message was. And I got that dream 6 years ago. That's where we're at right now. There's going to be exciting people for you to meet. There's going to be old friends that are going to come back, and they're going to go with you on this journey. People, new friends that you'll meet. I met new friends, and they ended up being very, very open spiritually. It's very cool. I'm very excited. This is a beautiful time. I told you. Eclipse energy. Scandals come to light. Truths come. Radical changes. Friendships end, but friendships begin. And truths come to light. You realize the truth of a situation, and you realize who your true friend is. You realize who loves you. You realize your own self-worth. You realize that you are worth everything, and nothing is too good for you. You're worthy. You're worthy. You have ascended. You have resurrected. You are the eagle. You have been reborn. You were worried about it, didn't you? Didn't you? You were worried about it, didn't you? That's the way my dad spoke. My dad that raised me, he's German, and so that's his English is his second language, and he would say things like that. You were worried about that, didn't you? And we would laugh. He would say, 10 grands came in today. $10,000, 10 grands instead of 10 grand. And we'd laugh, and he would say, then he would speak really, really quickly in German, and then he would say, what did I just say? Oh, that's right. You don't speak German. Don't make fun of somebody, right? You worried. You worried whether this time would come. You lost hope, but you were wrong. You were wrong. Have no doubt. Understand that the decisions that you have made and the decisions that you will make are going to be challenged. Not everybody's going to agree. It always happens, right? Right now, they don't understand you. You're not who you were before, and they're trying to recalibrate. They're trying to figure out. They want to put you back into that box. They want to put you back into that category, but you refuse to be put there, right? So right now, maybe ones that were close to you are going to pull away. See that little harbinger of hope? Told you they were here, right? Barn swallows. The ones that you allowed to keep in that box before, they aren't going to like it. So they may start pulling away, which is good. You've asked for that. Don't be surprised that when you ask for this protection and this love and this healing, that the ones that fall away, don't try and hold on to them. It's in your highest good. Because you're making choices right now that they don't understand. You're going to be refusing to allow them to label you, and you're not going to label yourself. And your approach may not feel popular. It may not be deemed as sane. It may not be deemed as sane. Please don't contact me unless you can be sane, right? It may not be deemed as sane by others. You're gonna smash everything that you've figured out together and put it all together. I've said to somebody, I'm not New Age. I'm not Jehovah's Witness. I'm not Jewish. I'm not Algonquin. I'm not whatever the hell. I'm not Catholic. I am a culmination of everything that I've ever experienced and ever learned. That's what I am. And that's what they're telling you. You're going to put everything together. And you're going to come up with innovative ideas and really exciting, unique approaches, because that's what you are, right? So stick to your truth. Yes, there's going to be challenges. Go through them. You have to go through them to get to the other side, to get to the place where you're loved and accepted for who you are. You don't want to be loved and accepted by those ones. You don't want to be loved and accepted by them. You think you do, but that's why you need to be turned around. You're not looking at it correctly. You want to be loved and accepted by the people who see your value, but they're not going to see your value if you don't, right? So stick to your truth. And if right now you're feeling alone, energetically you're not, recognize that you've got everything around you, right? Recognize that. But understand that when you stand in your light, like the star that you are, and you shine bright, everyone that is in your highest good is going to flock to you. And all the others can flock off, right? They're going to love you. They're going to love you for all of your contradictions, for everything that's strange and different and weird. And who brings home fungus in their luggage? I do. There was a fungus among us, and he has dried out. And I love him, and I'm proud of him, or her. All of you. That sits right there. It's interesting. It sits in a bong. My ex-husband gave me this bong. He's a total stoner. I love this vase. Isn't this beautiful? There's a fungus among us that's dried out. I like that. Fungus among us. So, don't give up before the miracle. Let's see what our final messages are. Correct for neutrality for those who chose the amethyst. And yes, it's amethyst. I do realize that I keep showing you the quail, but I feel that I take them all. I combine them all together. So for those who chose the amethyst. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I got a beautiful wind chime when I was at my best friend's antique store in Sturgeon Bay. I was so excited. It was so inexpensive. This is ours. And it was so perfect. And I had all these horrible things happen on the flight home, and they smashed my beautiful wind chime. I'm going to show it to you right now. This is it. This is what I rang. Remember that little rat that's going to show you the way? How to compartmentalize? Take a quiet moment. Look at those two. They're tied at their tail. Got the tiger by the tail? Okay. So here you see Panther out front holding on to the love with the one that got broken. And there's the little white one. Like Sammy. There's my little Sammy. My sweet one. This is the one that got broken. The redhead, Kitsune, the best friend. The best friend got broken. But they've glued themselves back together. I think this is even more precious to me now. Because this fungus among us dried out. And I am so proud of you. Look at that. Look at that little mouse shooting off like a rocket with the stars all around it. They're flying upside down. Does that make them weird? These ones are upright. That one's upside down. It makes them talented. Right? It makes them talented. Whenever you hear bells like that, it's a message from an angel. The angels whisper. They don't have to yell, and they won't yell at you, because they want you to listen. Pay attention. I have come to this planet to learn to love myself more and to share the love with all those around me. I come from the loving space of my heart, and I know that love opens doors. Love opens doors. I like that. All right, final messages for those who chose the amethyst. Correct for neutrality. Oh, I did, I guess. Look, because I said, I just saw you. You chose the amethyst. So I chose that protective, calm, peaceful stone wrapped delicately. Oh, I want to hang around that one. I want to hang around that one. I want that one to hang around me. Focus on your vision. Focus on your vision. Look how love precedes it. These were my mom's cards, the little white ones. The green ones I made up. Ooh, another one of my mom's fell out. My Ascended Master. Be grateful for what you have and more will come. Thanks, Mom. She's the one who said she's going to bring it. She's bringing the love of my life home, and she's taking care of the abundance as well. Thank you. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Because, you know, when we have family that goes into spirit, there's a lot of people in this world that need things, right? There's a lot of prayers going out. But when you got someone on your side saying, hey, this is my family member, and we're just going to kind of push this one to the front. Can we get this on move on? Can we move this up a little bit? Thanks. Thanks. I appreciate that, Dad. I got my mom working for me. She's going to the dad and saying, hey, this is my baby. She's been through a lot. She deserves this. She really does. She loves other people. She's put herself last her entire life, and she's just now learning that she needs to put herself first. But she's learned it now. And so she needs a reward. She deserves to have the love of her life come home. And I'm going to help her do it. How is she going to help me do it? Isn't that interesting? Because there's things that are required of us in order for things to happen, right? Your life is coming together now. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I didn't even know I chose the amethyst. Sometimes you don't know who you've chosen. Be more spontaneous. You have a lot to share. I like spontaneity. It's one of my... Oh, I got a really, really nice one. Success is assured. Now, whatever thought you have in your mind, when a card comes out, that's the answer to what you've been asking for, what you've been worrying about, what you've been thinking about, what you've been asking about, okay? Allow miracles to happen. It's only a miracle because we don't know how it's going to happen, and I'm not going to worry about it. I don't worry about it anymore. I say, I don't care how you do it. Just make it happen. I'll just enjoy myself, do what I need to do, follow the cues. If my phone doesn't ring, I'm not meant to work. I'm meant to do something else. So I start cleaning, I start organizing, I'll get signs and messages through the radio, through other people, my landlord, whatever, right? You deserve the best. Yes, you freaking do. You deserve the best. My mom said, clean up your language, Sherry. I don't like it when you speak like that. That's not how a lady speaks. Okay. Well, that's how you lived your life, and sometimes, and I agree, but Uncle Phil and I talked about that, and we decided that sometimes you just gotta say, you know what? I don't want to go with the flow, and right now I need to tell you to flock off. One more. Who will it be? Who will it be? Who will it be? Show us the mystery. Who will it be? Who will it be? Show us the mystery. Who will it be? That one. You are only responsible for your happiness. These words are profound. These are from spirit. This is not you in your higher self saying, well, that's just what I'm thinking. I'm being selfish. No, you deserve the best. You are responsible for only yourself. Yourself. Remember what I said? I don't worry about how it's going to happen. That's not my responsibility. I'm just going to follow the light of love and the cues that I get. And with that, you guys, we're at a wrap. I hope you enjoyed today's reading. I certainly did. If you did, please click like, subscribe, and share. I love your comments. Please keep them positive. If they're not, they gotta go. Let's take a look around at Canyon Lake. It's getting quite warm. I'm gonna go in, see if my air conditioning's on. If not, it's going on. Here's where we're at. A lot of humidity. A lot of emotion right now. But there's somebody surfing. See the surfboard? And they're kind of bent out to the side. So I don't know if you guys can see it. That's literally a surfboard. And there's the leg, there's the thigh, and they're kind of curled, and they're turning at the same time. That person's an experienced surfer. They could also be an experienced snowboarder. And the hair is just flying out of, they've got long hair, experienced surfer. Because they know how to ride that big wave. You could be an emotional surfer, right? You know how to ride that wave. There's a fox. It's a beautiful fox right there. Perfect little nose, snout turned up, eyes looking to the divine masculine. That fox is looking at the divine masculine. Actually, you know what? The divine masculine is above the fox. They're looking to their future. They've got earrings and long hair, feathered ears like feathers. A perfect little fox. I like that. Kitsune. Oh my, there's another. Right there I see a camel. Very strong neck. Could be a Doberman too. Kind of looks like Scooby-Doo. Can you see it? No. It's turning into... It's not a camel. It's a llama. It's a llama. There's its leg. There's its legs. It's a llama. Laughing llama. The laughing Buddha. Oh, I love it. All right, you guys, here's Canyon Lake. Happy 4th of July for those who celebrate independence. For me, it's just, I celebrate independence. We all deserve independence and freedom. So I celebrate that any day of the week. Any day of the year, any month, any year, right? All right, you guys, I love you. Peace out. Talk soon.